Can't really think of an intro for this video, so I guess we're just going to go straight into it. Today I'll be going over the Gear Factory / APC Toys, the Wandering Warrior, aka the Transformers Prime Wheeljack. That came out in 2012, that's available on the Shozy store. Now to start off with the video, I'm going to be adding a couple more segments. For the packaging, it is quite solid. It is covered head to toe in Wheeljack's colour scheme, the green, white and red with a little bit of black, with the art on both the back and the front of his robot and vehicle mode, with a QR code that you can scan on the side for instructions. Unfortunately, I think there was a bit of an oversight with mine. I didn't really get instructions, so luckily they have that as more of an insurance just in case you miss out. Headed over to the figure now, which is by Gear Factory, originally called APC Toys. The line is a fourth-party fourth-party figures, which normally involves getting a pre-existing figure and changing it or improving the mold. And for this case, they've decided to add articulated fingers to be able to hold the grenade that's been recently added, which I'll talk about soon. Filled in the gaps behind his legs, as well as a few other sections in the back part of his character. I'll show up on screen, and then it also added a slot on his waist for him to be able to store his grenade like he does in the TV show. Now for the paint, it's practically identical to the original with the white plastic and the red, green and grey design, and overall they did great job on recreating the figure with the mold and all that, plus all the additions they've added. But overall I just can't wait for their next release. Hopefully they have a bit more of a popular character, or they redo one of their ones that have already come out. I would like to see Soundwave or maybe Starscream, but those are just hopes and dreams at the moment. Coming up for articulation, it is a pretty standard for current day figures, starting with a ball joint at the head and then 180 degrees rotation at the shoulders with 130 degrees in the elbow, and then a ball joint in the wrist with a little pin as well, just for extra movement. And then he does have sort of like a articulated little section that involves two of his fingers, kind of similar to the Studio Series Optimus Primal that came out a month or so, or last year. But unfortunately there is nothing in his waist, but he does have a double peg semicircle. I'm not really sure what you'd call a joint, but it's got the ball section there, so he has the swivel in the thighs as well as in the pelvis section. In his knee he does have 80 degrees, not a full 90 degree angle at the back, but it's pretty similar. And then finishing off, he does have a ball joint in the ankle. Now I am really surprised by how many accessories this guy does come with, especially for an APC figure. First up, he has his grenade that attaches to his waist with the little slot and peg, but it also does have a little extra section, which is the explosive part that is shown off in one of the episodes where he works with Ratchet to take out Soundwave. I'll probably have a picture up or something like that. But he also does come with his two iconic blasters that can be transferred or flipped around as well to store in his vehicle mode. As well as 4 swords that he's used throughout the series. The 2 original from the 2012 mold, as well as 2 newer, more screen accurate swords, which can't really store anywhere besides his little pelvis slot area, which I'll show off. But overall they look way better than the original. After his next section, he does come with 3 heads. He does have his battle mask, a more calm sort of face, as well as an angry face. The battle mask was originally from the 2012 mold, I'm pretty sure, but overall to install them it is a bit easy. You just got to partially untransform his torso and then pull his head back out. It's a little bit odd, but I'll have up a little thing on screen to show you guys. Now for the main event for his transformation. First up, you're going to want to pull out and flip around his arms and then fold his hands over like I'm showing. Then you're going to want to close up and compact his arms down and flat, kind of similar to the Viacons. And then you're going to want to twist the two little sections that make up the roof, and they'll just twist inwards on each other and then just join together quite simply. Now we go down to the leg section, and first you're going to want to push in his knee spurs, then grab the main shin section near the bottom and push them inwards. After that, flatten out the feet and then rotate the legs. Then you're going to want to pull down the shins and connect them all together, then twist the whole leg and tab everything all together. Next, you're going to want to pull the torso out and detach the back from the pelvis section. There'll be two tabs on either side, just pull them out. Then you're going to want to pull down on the torso to extend it forward, flip the head and connect the roof sections to the little torso sections. They'll just tab in pretty easily. Then pull down that section and tab it onto the bonnet, which will be the two little sections that you connected with his legs. Then after that, we're going to want to close up his arms and connect everything together. It is a bit easy, but you're just going to have to wriggle it around till everything fits into place, and then everything will just tab together. Now, the vehicle mode is the same for the 2012 version, however they have changed the grill section to be able to hide the weapons like I talked about previously, in which you'll just slot them in as I'm showing on screen, which was just a little section that sticks out and they just hang on to there pretty easily. He also does have two tabs that are on his feet to be able to store the original swords, which you can just push in and so. They can be a little hard to pull out, so I don't really put them on. And then there's a gap on his pelvis section with a little slot where you can store the little grenade, and it all fits up nicely. Now the vehicle mode is pretty standard for the 2012, however it is very nice with the pinned wheels. It's probably one of the best vehicle modes I've ever received for rolling. It's practically almost as good as a Hot Wheels car or a Matchbox or anything like that. Overall, it's a super solid figure. I really do suggest picking up one yourself. Super poseable, honestly, 10 out of 10 really. Another W for APCs or Gear Factory. But other than that, that's all I've got. Catch you around next week. See ya.